Hey guys, Sharkin here, and welcome fellow goblins and gold farmers, and of course pet collectors, to another one of my videos. Today we'll be looking at something that will make you a lot of money over the next week or two, and steadily declining in price. With the release of 7.3 comes new zones, new dungeons, mounts, and of course pets. Today we'll be looking at a new pet achievement called Raiding with Leashes, number 5, Cuteaclysm. This achievement requires you to go collect certain pets from certain raid bosses in the Cataclysm expansion. Raids such as Bastion of Twilight, Blackwing Descent, Throne of the Four Winds, Firelands, and of course Dragon Soul. There are 15 new pets to collect, with the achievement giving you another one. And the name of that one is named the Amalgam of Destruction. A lot of collectors out there will be aiming for this, and it will take a long time to collect them all. So they might just go to the AH and buy most of them, if not all. That's where we goblins come in and make some fast cash. I will put the links to each pet and achievement in the video description below. These pets' prices will start off very high and fluctuate depending on your server, competition, and how many people do the old raids. Some of the raids will be far more because people do the for mounts such as Firelands and Dragon Soul, but it shouldn't affect it too much. They could go for anywhere between, 10k to 100k depending on the server. If there's no competition at all, go wild. That's only in the first few days though. It will just slowly decline and, it won't be as profitable. So all you just got to hope is people don't undercut like idiots. So if you need a break from Argus or herbing or mining, hop on anything level 100 or higher and go take a look at these old Cataclysm raids. And you might be a lot richer. I'm not sure of the drop rates, and I doubt dungeon difficulty would matter, but I'd do it on the hardest difficulty anyways, just because, why not? Let's take a look at the locations for each of the pets. We will start off with Blackwing Descent, which is located on top of Baleroc Mountain. Alliance can just fly over, but for Horde, you could take a mage port to either Stonard or Blasted Lands or Twilight Highlands and just fly on over. First, we have the item Rough Hewn Remote, which makes the pet Tinytron. This pet is dropped off the weird boss with 3 stone statue things. It's the boss on the right as soon as you walk in. Next, we have the item Experiment in a Jar, which makes the pet Discarded Experiment. This drops off the annoying boss Maloriak. And lastly, we have the item Shadowy Pile of Bones, which creates Rattlejaw, which drops off the last boss Nefarian. The next raid is Bastion of Twilight, which is located in Twilight Highlands, high up in the sky on top of a massive spike or something. This can be reached by using the portal to Twilight Highlands in your capital city Stormwind or Orgrimmar. The first item is Odd Twilight Egg, which creates the item Twilight Clutch Sister, which drops off the boss Valiona and theralion. The second item is Lesser Circle of Binding, which creates Bound Stream and drops off the boss Elementium monstrosity. And lastly, we have the Twilight Summoning Portal, which creates a faceless minion pet, dropping off the mighty chogall. And the next raid we have is the Throne of Four Winds, located in Uldum. You can get there by using the portal in Stormwind or Orgrimmar that takes you to Uldum. The first item, Breezy Essence, creates the pet Drafty, and drops off the first boss Anshal, Nezir, and Rohash. The next item is called Zephyr's Call, which creates Zephyrian Prince and drops off Alakir. The next raid is Firelands, located in Mount Hyjal, which, like the Throne of Four Winds, can be easily reached if you use the portal in your city to go to Mount Hyjal. The first item from Firelands is called Smoldering Treat, which creates the pet Blazehound and drops off that padding boss named Shannox. The next item, called Cinderweb Egg, creates the item Cinderweb Recluse and drops off the spider boss to your left. Up next in Firelands is the item Vibrating Stone, which creates the pet Surger and drops off Baleroc. And lastly we have Fandrel's Pet Carrier, which summons the pet Infernal Pyreclaw and drops off majordomo staghelm. And the last raid is Dragon Soul, which is located in the Caverns of Time, which can be reached by taking the portal in Old Dalaran that takes you to the Caverns of Time. The first item is called the Puddle of Black Liquid, which creates the pet Faceless Mind Lasher, and drops off the boss yor'sahj. The next item, Elementium Backplate, which creates the pet Corrupted Blood, and drops off the really annoying fight Spine of Deathwing. And finally we have the last boss dropping the Severed Tentacle, which creates the pet Unstable Tendril. After you have collected all of these 15 pets, the achievement will be complete and you'll get the pet Amalgam of Destruction. None of these raids should be hard to solo at all, even on an alt. And if the price of the pets are dropping on your server, you can clear all the raids on a character in maybe an hour, with maybe 1 to 3 dropping per character. You can possibly be making a high amount of gold this week. If you get any of these pets or have sold them already, leave a comment down below. I would really love to know, and I'm sure others would appreciate the comment as well. Hope you all enjoy Argus so far, and if you're still at work or at school or just haven't had time to play yet, I hope you do enjoy when you do play. Thanks again for watching as always. If you liked or found it useful, give it a like or leave a comment because it helps me greatly. I also read and reply as much as I can. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more from my channel. You have a great day and I hope the RNG gods favor you. Bye bye.